Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Monday Night Raw review. I am your host, the Invincible E. Vincent, and this show is brought to you by UnifiedWrestling.com and 123wrestling.co.uk. Okay, this week's show was live from Laredo, Texas. The show started out with a replay of Big Show interfering with the Chris Jericho John Cena match last week, and Teddy Long, by the way, is this week's interim manager. The show started out with John Cena coming out to the ring, greeting the crowd. Chris Jericho, Big Show, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, all ended up in the ring. Big Show pretty much punched out John Cena. Again, this is all a prelude to the big match that's coming up with all the champions or the ex-champions at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view that's coming up. Following that, we went on to match number 1, which was the 8-man tag match between Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, David Otunga, and Cody Rhodes versus Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, who's back from an injury pretty fast actually, Christian, and Santino Marella. Now, this match went on back and forth between the faces and the heels. After Titus O'Neil and Darren Young started getting beat up a little bit, AEW, Small World, basically dragged them out of the ring. Again, this has been his modus operandi. When his guys start to fall behind a little bit, he goes ahead and pulls them out of the match. And so it's David Otunga and Cody Rhodes versus the other 4 men on the other side of the ring. And pretty soon, Cody Rhodes also pulls out of the match, leaving David Otunga alone, basically facing the other 4 guys. He's looking for a way out. He's looking for some sort of an escape, and as he tries to get out, down the ramp comes Brodus Clay, who blocks the only exit that there looks to be at that point. And basically, he gets beat up. He eats a whole lot of abuse. Finally, gets taken down by Santino with the Cobra, and Brodus drops one on him for extra added bonus points. So the faces take that one, and David Otunga's got some questions to ask himself about some of the choices he's made in the past. Now, following that, Alberto Del Rio talks to Teddy Long. He wants to see if he can get a solo opportunity for a championship match. Teddy tells him that the board says that he is the number 1 contender for the heavyweight championship, but Teddy also says that he's got a match for him tonight, and it's going to be a surprise. A Teddy Long surprise. Now, this sets the match up for later, which is actually the match that comes up next. And it's Alberto Del Rio versus Sin Cara. Now, for those who don't know, Alberto Del Rio and Sin Cara both used to wrestle in Mexico as Dos Caras Jr. and Mystico, and these guys have a past. So, for the lovers of Lucha Libre, this path that they're taking right now seems like it might warm up. But in this match here, actually didn't really get started because before, just as Sin Cara got into the ring, rather, Alberto Del Rio put a knee into him and started beating on him before the bell even went off. And they ended up outside of the ring, and Alberto Del Rio got him in the cross arm breaker and refused to let it go. He went ahead and tapped out. Sin Cara went ahead and tapped out, but Alberto Del Rio wouldn't let it go. The refs finally freed him, and there was actually no match because Sin Cara couldn't start. So following that, Daniel Bryan goes to AJ, who he's found out is going to be the guest referee for his match coming up in MITB. Brings her a flower, tries to convince her to go his way in the match. She says that he never cared about her, and she can't wait to see him lose. And after that, she will run into the arms of the superstar that the universe sees as her soulmate. Now, yeah, by the way, she bites the head off of the flower, throws it away, and skips away like a crazy woman. Now, following that, Paul Heyman speaks about Triple H's challenge to Brock Lesnar for a match at SummerSlam, and the refusal that Paul Heyman previously gave. Paul Heyman talks about it, and he says that Brock Lesnar will deliver his decision about that match at the 1000th episode of Raw. that's coming up in 3 weeks. He says that Triple H would that Triple H wants to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, basically as a way out, so that he can be the last man standing, the last of a dying breed. He wants to go out on his shield, so that he can say he was basically the last of a dynasty, essentially one of the last guys from the Attitude Era, pretty much. He says that people will say that Triple H went out on his shield because it won't be a match; it'll be a mercy killing if Brock Lesnar shows up. And Paul Heyman has a laugh about that, and so we'll see what happens. The match is gonna happen. Brock Lesnar is supposed to do 20 more appearances on the WWE shows, and for this year, according to his contract. So he's got to start showing up pretty soon. So we'll see what happens. Now, following that, we had match number 3. This was a mixed tag match between Vicky Guerrero and Dolph Ziggler versus AJ and Sheamus. Dolph tags out pretty much after absorbing the white noise drop. Sheamus somehow still got a brogue kick in, even though he had already tagged out, but whatever. And finally, AJ basically ended this match after kicking Vicky in the head and then pinning her. Yeah, so the winner, AJ and Sheamus. But Dolph Ziggler is definitely paying his dues coming up. There was at one point an elbow shot to Dolph Ziggler's face, who, if that was part of the show, he played it pretty well because it looked like it hurt. So we'll see how this goes, but just one more match on the road. Now, going forward, after that, we saw match number 4. This was Heath Slater, who has been going for week after week, going against legend after legend. Prior to this week, he had Psycho Sid, got beat up by Cyndi Lauper and Roddy Piper a week or two ago. This week he went against Doink the Clown. Yes, Doink the Clown. Now, this was a pretty short match, and actually Heath Slater wound up getting the win on this one, believe it or not. But after the match was over, lo and behold, who comes down the ramp but Diamond Dallas Page. And Diamond Dallas Page comes down and shakes Heath Slater's hand, congratulating him on his win, and then reels him in and drops the diamond cutter on him. So he didn't say anything, but it was good to see Diamond Dallas Page out there. He's been busy with his DDP yoga and all that, but he's still mobile. He's still got the moves. Now, following that, we had match number 5, which was a disqualification match between Kane and Big Show. And this one, pretty short, but, two big guys thrown down in there. Big Show managed to get a super kick on Kane outside of the ring. And Big Show brought a chair into the ring. Kane got a hold of it later, but Big Show speared Kane while he was holding the chair. Looked like he dinged up his shoulder, but we'll see if he's okay going forward. He looked like he shook it off after the match, but Big Show followed up with a choke slam on Kane on top of the chair and got the cover. So Big Show walked away with that one. Now, after that, we had match number 6. This was Tyson Kidd versus Tensai. Tyson Kidd is getting a push, and I, for one, am glad. This guy has got a lot of moves, and he's been bouncing back and forth between some of the shows on Superstars and whatnot. But he's got the moves. It looks like he's ready. Now Tyson Kidd actually won this one on a quick roll up on Tensai, which is kind of different than what they've been doing with Tensai of late. This might be a change for him, but yeah, Tensai got beat pretty fast. Right after this match, after he lost, Tensai beat on Sakamoto for a while. Seems like Sakamoto has the worst job in the WWE right now, basically to get beat up and shoved around by Tensai. And after that, as Tyson Kidd was being interviewed in the locker room, he got attacked again by, as Tyson Kidd was being interviewed, he got attacked again by Tensai. So this might be a rivalry that's gonna grow some legs. We'll see. Following that, we had the match number 7, which was the tag match between Chris Jericho and Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk and John Cena. Now, this match had a lot of features to it. There was an attempted lion salt by Jericho on Cena. It missed, but Jericho looked like he dinged up his D on that. Cena looked like he went for an AA, but it looked like he lost his balance or his knee buckled or something. Not quite sure what happened there, but in any case, Jericho turned it into a DDT. Punk got the Anaconda Vice. A whole lot of action in this one. Towards the end, CM Punk got before CM Punk got to do work, John Cena and Jericho fought back to the backstage area, up the ramp and to the back. And so it was just Daniel Bryan and CM Punk left in the ring. CM Punk got a suplex on Bryan from the top turnbuckle, and AJ came out and skipped around for a while. Nobody's paying attention to her, and she goes under the mat, gets out one of the tables, unfolds it, and sets it up, and climbs up on the apron, looking at the table like she's gonna jump. Looks like she's getting ready to climb up. She climbs up to the second rope actually, and Daniel Bryan comes over, gets in front of the table, starts trying to prevent her from doing it, tells her don't do it, don't do it. It's a table. CM Punk comes up, climbs up on the second rope and starts talking to her, I guess trying to stop her from doing it. She kisses him, and then she pushes him back into Daniel Bryan, and they both go through the table. And that's pretty much how it ended. So she wanted attention, and she got it apparently. But that's how the show ended. So we'll leave it there for tonight. Don't know how much this angle is adding to the story or whatever, but whatever. That's pretty much what happened. So we'll leave it there for this week. Go ahead and check us out on Thursday night for the TNA Impact review and with Cesar Scorpio. And for myself, the Invincible E. Vincent, take care and enjoy the rest of your week.